Hello everyone, welcome to the Monday Cup of Joe show. It's a little different from the other Cup of Joe shows in the sense that we do not only Digimon and Dragon Quest Builders, we also do an art request and a nanoblocks thing. Today we have 3 choices for the nanoblocks, so think about which one you want. We have these 3 left. I thought I had more. I thought I had more time, and now I don't know what to do once these run out. I figured by now things would have just magically worked out and Nanoblock, the official Kawada brand, would have started sponsoring us and sending us free Nanoblocks, but you know. Red to Animation, thank you for the 37 bits. Welcome to the stream. We've got Blastoise, we've got Mewtwo, and we've got Gyarados. So think about which one you want. The Digimon are good. Over this weekend, they did Digivolve twice. And I regret not being able to capture that on film, but hear me out, it's not my fault. They changed the time at which it takes for them to evolve now. Instead of it taking, before, I swear, it was 30 minutes, 12 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours, and then finally 42 to 48 hours. That was what it was. In this one, since they've added a superfluous Mega Plus, or at least they're finally officially acknowledging the final form, and then the extra final form after that, now it's 30 minutes, or no, it's less than that now. It's like 15 minutes, and then 12 hours, and then 24 hours, and then 30 hours. That's where it changes. It's 6 hours sooner. So I was planning on like freezing them in the morning, so that way I could like save it for this time. And then no, they evolved while I was sleeping. But we have the catalog, so I can still show it to you. Let's go over to the stage and let's have a peek. Oh, did you know Reggie made a Twitter account? Oh, now that he's officially stepped down as the Nintendo of America CEO? I bet it's amazing. I hope it's like full of memes and stuff, but I have a feeling he's just a very like professional guy. It would make my life if he turned out to be a big memer, but yeah, he retired. Yeah, sorry, you're right. Step down isn't the right term. That implies some kind of disgrace. No. Yeah, he retired. That's a very important distinction to make. Reggie Fils-Aimé retired from Nintendo of America. So here's what they changed into. Have a look. Do you recognize this fellow? I'm sure you recognize this fellow because we got this guy last time. This is Yatagaramon. It's the same one that we got before. Just a refresher, so you can tell what got us to this point. And I'm a little disappointed that we are getting the exact same Digimon as we did before with this one. You may be saying, exact same Digimon, Joe. Weren't they before something different? Well, no, remember they were Gabumon X, but then they evolved into, and you didn't see this over the weekend, Tobu-Catmon. Remember? Here, I'll show you. We got them before, so you missed nothing in that sense, but let me show you. Where are they? There they are. Remember this little guy? Well, that's what we got again, and then they evolved into Yatagaramon, despite the fact that I raised them very differently this time. What did I do? I made them lazy. 0 care mistakes. None whatsoever. But also, you can tell by how bloody tubby they are. No exercise whatsoever. So see, look, no, wait. How did you get an effort? Well, I swear before they evolved into Yatagaramon, they had no effort. And it's not having an effect. It's not. I guess because we didn't have them unlocked before, our Digimon were just evolving into the low effort Digimon. All that effort that I put into the first generation was pointless, apparently. I'm very upset about it. Despite the low or high effort I put into, they turned into the same things. Look at that. Did you see their win ratio? They also kind of suck. I guess it's because there's been no effort made, and they just been getting their butt handed to them every single time there's an event Digimon that shows up. So we don't need to talk about them anymore. That's just very disappointing. Very disappointing. Kudo, on the other hand, did go down a different path, and the only difference we made with them was that we made a care mistake. So from the Putomon to Tokumon X, you know, we just did like normal. From Tokumon X, we did 1 care mistake, and then full everything else. Max level, max effort, everything. They turned into Renamon X. You saw that part. But what you didn't see them turn into was something quite cool. I will show you. Then they turned into Leomon X. Now, they are a vaccine. They are cool. If you want to know the difference between Leomon and Leomon X, I did look it up. They got a cape, and they now use a sword. It's, yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, apparently, a little lore fact, the cape that Leomon X has was acquired from a Digimon a level higher than it. You know, one of those things. Kind of like how Gabumon X, or Gabumon becomes Gabumon because he acquires the pelt data from Garurumon. And then there's always that question, like, which came first? The Garurumon or the Gabumon? It's a weird question. I assume it means that previously something else evolved into Garurumon naturally. I mean, it's the Digimon world. Everyone evolves into everyone, so I guess it's really not that big of a question. But Leomon X was pretty cool. They just had a sword thing, and I didn't even really get to play with them much, because like I said, I was like, sure, I'll pause this in the morning, and I'll show everyone on a video, and then it didn't work out. But we do have Cerberumon now. Well, it's actually Keroboromon? Keroberomon. It's Spottedmon. And I want to know, hold on. We need to have a little talk. I want to know once and for all, and I wish I had our new emote ready. I did it. I actually submitted our new emote last night. Twitch has not approved it yet, unfortunately, but I wish I had it, because I would type it in the chat to direct to you rapscallions, because tell me once and for all, does Cerberus mean spotted or not? Because you all were being like, it's Spottedmon, and I'm starting to feel like you guys are playing a prank on me. Because then in the comments of the first time we saw Cerberumon, some people were like, doesn't mean spotted. So, I'm gonna Google this. Sanskrit. The etymology of the Cerberus' name is uncertain. Attempts to establish an Indo-European etymology is not yet successful. So, it has connections to the word spotted. Okay, alright. You know what? I'm gonna give that a pass. I thought you guys were just completely and totally trying to pull the wall over my eyes. So, it could mean spotted. And in the wacky world of the internet, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it means spotted. This is Spottedmon. And, they're pretty cool. They've actually been attacked by Damimon a couple times, and they've actually won pretty much every time. They don't have quite as impressive a win ratio as our previous generation, but they have been leveling up. And so now they're a little harder to kill. Not quite invincible. What do you do when you got the same Digimon you had before, and you got a new Digimon? I mean, well, obviously, you squeeze them together, and you go fight! Today's roll for them, by the way, was 5 and 3, so Yatagatamon Cerberumon over here has been getting a lot more events. Ooh, this is actually going to be in the favor of Yatagatamon this time, because I accidentally gave them the mega hit, and I did not give Cerberumon the mega hit. Oh, my sweet son. Look, I'm handicapping you because you're better than your sibling, and you need to... Ooh, okay, there goes a shield attack. Yatagatamon's coming in with some lightning strikes. Oh, there's Cerberumon's big face! They got big old jaws! Their big face thing is so cool. I mean, they only use one face, which is really disappointing. They're supposed to be, you know, swiping so you get a close-up and you get to see the full glory of a Digimon, and oh. Well, I mean, that was kind of a glory of a Digimon. Poor Yatagatamon, you even have the Mega Hit ability there. Wait. Why did Cerberumon still do a Mega Hit? Have a good look at them. Just enjoy the way they look. Look at their face. I was kind of hoping that their other face would ever make an expression, because before all we had seen of Cerberumon was their battle poses. You know, all we had seen of them was they're facing one way, going rah rah rah, and then spitting things at us and throwing, you know, claws at us and stuff. And that was all fine and good. The little tiny face never made an expression change. But look, no matter how happy or how angry, look at that. No matter how happy or angry Cerberumon gets, the tiny head doesn't do anything. It just sits there as if it doesn't get all the juice. Do you think that one has a brain? Do you think it's smaller and it only is in charge of like certain body functions like pee? Maybe it only makes... Oh wait, did it just make an expression? Did anyone see if that one just made an expression? Hold on, sorry, this is my white whale now. Come on, make a face. Come on, little guy, you gotta do something other than just pee. When he bends down, it almost looked like it made an angry eye, but I think that might just be the angle I'm looking at it at. Yeah, I don't think it does anything. It makes me so sad. It's also supposed to be a 3-headed dog, and so one assumes that there's a third head behind the body that you can't see that's doing something else. If I had 2 smaller heads, 2 smaller brains, and I had to choose like some body functions to delegate them to, I don't know what I would choose. Maybe one of them would be needing to use the restroom. The other head, I don't know. Making sure I have enough potatoes to get me through the weekend. I guess that would have to be it. So, my plan at this point is they need one more evolution before they hit Mega, and then there would be this Mega Plus possibly. I don't know. From what I hear, some people are saying that no matter what, if you keep your Digimon alive and get them like a high enough level, they will evolve into their final form. I don't know if I believe that. I think that traditionally in these pets, the Digimon start to die once they've run out, once they like hit a wall, and the Digimon themselves, before they realize, It's not gonna happen. I'm not going to evolve. It happens in champion form if they're not going to evolve into ultimate. It happens in ultimate if they're not going to evolve into mega. And as we saw in the previous generation, it'll happen in mega if they're not going to evolve into mega plus. They hit this point after about a day or two where they suddenly start accelerating the rate at which they lose stats. And previously, that's always meant that you messed up, or there's just nothing else to do. They're going to die. So we'll see. But we do definitely have one more evolution. I don't know if win ratio has an effect on it. If it does, Yatagatamon is just done. They're screwed. I mean, I could do a bunch of battles and, like, get them up to speed. We might as well try, right? We might as well try. In fact, if it seems like we're going to end up getting Valdermon, but I'm curious, if we don't do the effort thing, if we don't fill up effort, will they change it to something else? If we're doing this experiment, if we've come this way, even though the results are a little disappointing so far, I think it would be good to go ahead and keep letting Yatagatamon go at the pace they are. Low effort, perfect care otherwise. I don't know, maybe something eventually will change. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, now it's time to do a drawing. What should I draw? Because I don't know. That's why I ask you guys. Gabumon, Leomon X. I gotta make a choice here. It seems like those are the two choices of the day. How about we draw, like, Gabumon trying to steal some of Leomon X's cape? Because why? Because that's his whole deal, right? Gabumon X just looks like what would literally happen if you gave a dog a garment. It would get all slobbery and wet down here at the edges around where his mouth is. It would get all tattered and weird. And now see at the part behind his horn up at the top, it's all like ripped and stuff. This is like one of the, you know, when you go to a person with a dog, their house, and they got like dog toys, and it's like, oh look, it's my puppy's favorite stuffed toy, and it looks like this pelt, it's all like wet at the edges. Come on, no, my plans. I'm gonna have to rearrange my face. Shoot, you guys, I'll see you after this drawing's done, okay? I'm still here, you just can't see my face now. Long ear thing, long scrappy pelt thing. And this part kind of comes over it. By the way, Joe, Tamers. By the way, Shy. No! Look at how sneaky he looks. Those of you out there who really, really like Tamers or Frontier, are there any of you out there who didn't watch it until they got older? I'm not trying to, like, pull a gotcha moment and be like, aha, see, you only think it's good because you saw it when you were a kid, it's nostalgia. Like, that's the reason why I like most of the stuff I like. I'm just curious, because what was it, Savers, for instance? I know some people who really like Savers, and I tried watching Savers, but that was only like last year, you know, now that I'm like a grown dude. The same thing happened that happens to a lot of anime and manga I like at first. They did this thing where the show starts off being about one thing, and it seemed like Savers was going to be about, like a mystery a day kind of situation. Every day there'd be some new Digimon pouring in from the digital world causing trouble. Because the first 2 episodes of Savers were cool like that. It seems like it starts going into this whole like story arc thing, and it drops that, which is like, it sucks. That's seems like what every anime does. If they try to start off being like a villain a day thing. Rip. Oh my gosh. It's Leomon, well basically Leomon with a cape. Getting his freaking cape stolen by Gabumon X. Thank you for the suggestion. I'm gonna bring my freaking face back now. It's me. It was me the whole time. Surprise! Here are our 3 nanoblock kits. Blastoise, Mewtwo, and Gyarados.